Hello and welcome to the Tong High School Headteacher blog. As you know, this will be our second blog, and thank you very much for those of you that contributed with comments after the first blog, because we do use those comments and we do try and improve things. For example, this is very much we're trialling a longer version of the Headteacher blog this time, and we are involving more students and more staff as you requested in the last blog. So please, again, after this blog, when you've watched it, please give us your comments and we will use them to help us improve in future. First of all, some points of information. The first one that I know from your comments that you want to hear about is homework. As I said in the last blog, homework will be available through our MLE through the website. If you log onto the website now, you will be directed to do that through the website. We are also preparing an online video tutorial for you to help you to use the MLE. We're developing the MLE all the time, and eventually, as parents, you'll be able to access all lesson plans, all resources, as well as homework. And you will also have guidance video tutorials about how to best support your children when they're doing their homework at home. A message from Performing Arts. What they want you to know is that in terms of kit, if somebody forgets the kit, they'll be doing a break time detention, and the girls who forget kits will be asked to wear leggings. People who repeat the forgetting of kit will be asked to do a detention after school. For all you parents that are interested in getting involved, we do already have a parents group, and it runs on Thursdays between 10 AM and 12 AM. If you contact Kelly Bateman at school and you want to get involved in that, we would encourage that. Thank you very much. Also, there is 2 events coming up in the sixth form. First of all, there's the open evening, which is tomorrow night from 6:30 till 8, and then after that there's a consultation evening on the 23rd of November for the students that are currently at the school, for you to get an idea of how they're progressing, and we'd welcome you to that as well. Thank you.
Do you want to tell me a little bit about the work that you've been doing already in the progression module?
We've been doing an essay to what courses we want to do at university and how our opportunities and stuff and how we can get there.
And what do you need to be doing through your sixth form?
I need work experience in a science area and high grades in the courses that I've chosen in 2 sciences.
So you're going to be going out on the work experience in February time. Have you been looking at organising?
Yeah, I've been looking at science departments around.
How much luck so far?
Not that much.
Are you going to keep persevering?
Yeah.
Why do you think from your research, why do you think you need to keep persevering?
Because to get in, I'll stand out more and I'll have a better chance of getting into university.
Do you think you know a lot more now, having done all this research, that you wouldn't have done? That's going to give you a lot more opportunities.
I know what I need to get now to get into university.
So do you feel better prepared and you've got your path lined out? Okay. Why do you think it was important that you started doing this research on what you want to do at university?
So we can start preparing and we know what to aim for.
Did it teach you anything about the course you're wanting to do?
Yeah. They've got pretty high standards, but there are some alternatives. But it's best if you try aim for what they're looking for.
And what were you looking at?
I was looking at a law degree and they required 3 years start.
Connor, what were you looking at university-wise?
I was looking at doing a law degree, and I was looking at first a local university and then going further afield.
So for both of you, if you've both been looking at law, has it shown you anything that you need other than what you're going to learn in the classroom? So how can you make yourself stand out as a candidate for the law degree?
Work experience.
Work experience? Anything else? Anything that you should be doing out of school that maybe you've been introduced to through school?
Well, we've all started the Pathways to Law programme at Leeds University, and that helps you along when it's
So do you want to start by telling me a little bit about how you felt when you came back, knowing that you were going to make your UCAS application this year?
I think at first, originally, I was a bit like scared because I didn't really know what was going to happen. But I think it's good, like the way it was introduced and like the lessons and after-school sessions that we had, because it obviously made me feel better about doing it. And I felt like I had like loads of support, like better than other people might have had. So it like gives you that little bit of extra stuff.
And what about in respect of the choices that you were making? How did you feel about what you'd been doing in school and what choices you could make at university?
Well, at first it was all like a bit of a rush, and I felt like I was having to make all the decisions too fast. But then, like after talking to all my teachers and asking them what they think would be best for me and telling them what I'm interested in, so what course can I do, and then like I spoke to like Mr. Lahair, because it's all like chemistry based that I want to do, and after talking to him, he told me all the things that I'd be good at, and that got me looking into things, and then it was all a bit calmer, and it was just really speaking to my teachers about my choices. And after I'd got them sorted, I could just go on and get on with it.
Do you think you've been given any opportunities here that you might not have got had you gone elsewhere?
And then I think there's lots of going on in school, like lots of things you can help out with, lots of things you can do, and like there's loads of like sessions after school as well, which helps you like with your learning stuff. And so I think just overall, like there's lots for you to do to like get better at things and stuff.
What were you hoping to do when you came into sixth form?
I was hoping to do my maths and English again because I failed them. I didn't get my C's and my GCSE grades in them, so that was just really my main thing, to come back to sixth form and pass my maths and English. But I had to study a course as well on the side, so I got suggested to do business studies, and I didn't think I'd gonna quite like it, but now I've come to it and I really enjoy doing it.
And what do you want to go on and do when you leave school?
I rather want to go to an apprenticeship or go to college to do further studying. I hope to become an immigration officer when I'm older for as a job. So yes, I'm hoping to either go on further education or go on an apprenticeship.
And do you think if you hadn't come back into sixth form, you might not have had these opportunities?
Yeah, because I've been spoken to all my mates and they said they don't quite enjoy college, and so I knew I would have dropped out of college halfway through, so I'm very glad I've come back to school. I feel more settled here, and I've been here for nearly 5 years, so this is my best place to be. I know all the teachers, I know everything, I know the building, and I just prefer school a lot better, and I'm glad that I came back. I really
Do you find it's quite good, because you've got a lot of things on your timetable, so you've got a lot of time that's spent in class? Do you think that's good for a student?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think wasting too much time with your free periods, it's very boring, and you say you're going to catch up at work, but you don't. So I think when you definitely have to be in your lesson. You get that pressure from the teachers to give you that extra push, and you get all your work done and you catch up on it. And I think it's a very good idea spending more in time classrooms than anywhere else. And it's also an individual learning as well, and it's easier to do it with less class.
And do you feel really positive then about your future?
Yeah, I do. I feel a lot better.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tong, and I've been at Tong since year 7. I finished year 11 in June 2010. After year 11, I left to go to a grammar school to study my A-levels. My parents advised me to go to a grammar school because they thought it'd be better for me to go there and apply for medicine, because it looked better in my application form. Turns out though, not all grammar schools are what they're cracked up to be. I didn't do that well, to say that. The teachers weren't that really enthusiastic, and to be fair, I didn't really put a lot of effort in. So I got my results back, and I thought, I can't stay here for another year. I didn't want to resit, and I'd really missed not being at Tong. I'd missed it since I left, and I wished to come back. So I came back and spoke to Miss Leonard, and she happily let me back. Said I had a load of great things about coming back. All my mates told me that the teachers are great. You get treated like adults, totally different to what you got treated in year 11. So came back, started in September. It was kind of daunting coming back after leaving. Kind of got a bit of stick for it, but yeah, whatever. Came back, had my first week of lessons. I loved it. I didn't know why I left. I just loved being here. I loved being back. The teachers are absolutely great. You get treated like adults. Nobody talks to you like a child. It's just, I wish I'd never left.
Right. I've been asked by the sixth form office to speak to you today about the importance of work experience in the sixth form and how it's important that it's relevant to your choices in the future. So if you know what you want to do, then make sure you apply for a work placement that's relevant, because this all goes on your either UCAS application or CV, and with the job market and the amount of people that are applying for university today, it's going to be extremely tough to get in. it is different to the work experience you did in Year 10, because this actually, well, it's very important that it's relevant. For example, recently I was successful in obtaining a work placement at Jodrell Bank, one of 4 students in the entire country. And this is extremely relevant to my future choices, because I want to do physics when I'm older, and Jodrell Bank is one of the leading observatories in the world, let alone the UK. So basically my message is, it's vital that you get relevant work experience.
I'm Emily and I started at Tong School in September. I've come from Hetman White Grammar School, which is just down the road, and I found that this experience starting at Tong High School is really, really good. A lot of people want that jump from school to college, and I found that THS 6 gives you that middle in. You're not babied like at school, you get the freedom and you get the space, but then the teachers are really, really enthusiastic and they give you all the help that you need when doing your work. I found that the common room and all the facilities that you're provided with are really, really helpful, and I found that the experience is just really, really good. If anybody's thinking about starting at TH6, then I really highly recommend it. It's been a great experience and I've made loads of friends, so please come and join us.
Because of the support that has been given to me by the teachers in sixth form, I've been able to process my UCAS application very quickly, and this has allowed universities to give their offers to me. I have 2 confirmed. I have 2 conditional offers from Bradford and Huddersfield. I'm still waiting upon 3, but these 2 were my main ones, and it has made me more focused on what I need to achieve, and has given me a goal to target.
To find out more about THS 6, come join us next Wednesday, 16th of November at 6 p.m.
Working with a group of 13 of our students who are going to be volunteers in our primary school. They're going to support reading, and to do this they've had to have some training. St John's Primary School have kindly offered one of their members of staff to do the training with our students. They've finished the first 1.5 hours training and will be doing the second lot next week. The students are learning how to support phonics, and this will be used either in the breakfast clubs at our primary schools, after school clubs, or during lessons. The students have used some of their techniques that they've learned with students at Tong High School, and we hope to do that as well.
Hi, my name's Amy Dawson and I'm the Teach First Professional Mentor here at Tong High School. We currently have 5 participants working with us over a 2-year programme in which they are in the classroom pretty much on a full-time basis. My role as the professional mentor is to provide them with professional development sessions on a weekly basis, making sure that they have support from a subject point of view with a subject mentor, and to liaise with our partners who are Sheffield Hallam, the University of Hull and Huddersfield, to ensure that over the 2 years they get the most support possible to be the best teachers. It's already proven to be a successful partnership, and we're really pleased with the progress that our participants have made in such a short space of time.
So it follows on from what Daniel said, doesn't it? So we think he's quite angry. He loses his rag quite easily, doesn't he? Do we think that he's got any justification for doing that, or do you think you might get a bit frustrated sometimes as well? Well, Sasha. I don't know.
So they were relieved, weren't they? So if we look at our big spectrum, do you think they were pessimistic? It gone, the Black Death had gone. Do you think what you're saying that people would be pessimistic, or do you think they'd be run round? Optimistic. Optimistic.
Hi there, I'm Mr Millard from the Construction Department, and this is Mr Bird, also from the Construction Department. And earlier on this year, we sent out the students to numerous construction companies to sit with them at their workstations and their workbenches and learn and interview them and pick up all the necessary information about what they do, what their role is. This was a very successful project named Classroom in Construction, and the children, the students, they come back and they put together a presentation to deliver to the companies to give feedback of what they learned and how successful it was.
Okay, so what we find with our students across construction is that they're very, very much hands-on learners. And as you can see around us, we've got a really rich sort of learning environment that accommodates that sort of learning style. The problem is, some of the BTEC units are quite sort of theory based. One of them entails learning about the sort of roles of people working construction. So what this project allowed them to do is sort of access the sort of learning about roles in construction, and with sort of like a hands-on theme, so they could go out there and learn in the same way that they do in the workshop.
On Wednesday night this week, the students put on a presentation back to the company's representative, local council workers and other members of staff, just to show how successful the classroom in construction project was. Obviously it was a great success, the students enjoyed it, and everybody enjoyed the evening and realised that this project can go far and can be used again and developed for the future.
Kelsey has been nominated for a reward this week because she won the prize for writing the best poem for Remembrance Day. Kelsey, what inspired you to write such a good poem about Remembrance Day?
I just thought I'd give back to the people that give it to us.
Okay, thank you, Kelsey. Now Kelsey's going to read the poem out for us now.
The poem's called Lest We Forget. Today we will remember on the 11th of November your brave acts for our country, your acts of generosity, away from loved ones for years, writing letters of for years tears have run down your face, wishing the world was a better place, hoping the war could soon be over, waiting for your break on the cliffs of Dover. Many have lost their lives, but some still live on. So to you that are still reading, buy a copy, stop the bleeding. Remember them that fought for us, remember them that fought for you.
Thank you, Kelsey. Also today on our Friday 6 we've got Katie Flatt, a Year 9 pupil who's just achieved a grade A on her GCSE geography paper. So we'd just like to introduce you to Katie and say well done to Katie. Thank you, Katie. A Friday 6 for Cherise. And Cherise has earned a Friday 6 because she's got 100% attendance and she's also exceeded her target grade in more than 3 subjects this time as well. So can we have a round of applause for Cherise, please? This is Carl Burton, and Carl Burton has been nominated for a Friday 6 because he's made a vast improvement in his attitude to work and behaviour in lessons. What do you think you've done differently, Carl?
I've improved on my behaviour and contributed more in lessons.
Okay, Carl, you going to keep it up?
Yeah.
Good lad. Right.
My name's Claire Corns, I'm the Bradford School Sport Enterprise Manager, and this is Danielle Robinson, one of our 6th formers. Bradford School Sport Enterprise is an integral part of Tong High School. Our objective is for sport, physical activity and exercise to make a difference to the whole person. We want to instill confidence, self-esteem, determination, respect and honesty, and that passion and teamwork that sort of a lot of young people are lacking at the moment. So that's what we want to instill in them. Tong is the host of the school games, so working with Tong High School and the School Sport Enterprise, we have a calendar of activity that enables choice, diversity, of loads of activities and inclusivity so that everybody can take part for all young people. The programme allows young athletes to compete as elite sports people, but also allows people to just take part because they want to have fun and maybe just get a little bit fitter. Again, the School Sport Enterprise at Tong also allows young people the opportunity to get involved as leaders, officials, coaches, administrators, journalists, photographers and editors. So it's not just about sport, it's about what we can do for everybody. Because again, we all understand that not everybody wants to actually pick up a ball, dance or do that kind of thing. It really does enable us to impact on the majority, and not just Tong students, but for the whole of South Bradford. You know, we try and work, we've got 33 primary schools that we work with and 6 secondary schools. So it's making that impact across them 15,000 young people. Today we want to profile the work of the enterprise with students who have made the choice to make a difference, not just for themselves but for them others. And it's got to be a conscious choice. You go through life wondering sort of, where am I, what can I do? And then something just happens for you. And this is one of them circumstances. This is the 4th year we've run South Bradford cheerleading events. The events have been run over 2 or 3 different days, allowing for like 1,800 girls to take part in cheerleading. Now it's not just about how good they are, it's about the fun, the activity, get the heart racing, and also for the diversity of cultures in Bradford South. So that's why we do it a girls only event, so it's physical exercise so that all girls can come together and feel comfortable about the presence being there. I have with me Danielle, who's a 6th form student from Tong. Danielle's made a conscious decision to make a difference in her own life and for other young people's lives as well. It became apparent that when she was leading at some of our after-school clubs that we were tapping into something really special. Since that day, Tong and the Sport Enterprise have encouraged and paid for Danielle to progress further with her coaching. She's now a level 3 cheerleading coach, a Zumba instructor and a pool lifeguard. Our cheerleading squad, which Danielle now is head coach, will all take their level 1 coaching qualification in cheerleading later on this year, because they're all assisting with our next cheerleading event, which is next Thursday. So Danielle and her team are going to run our Sports Enterprise cheerleading event next week. They did one last week, which was absolutely fantastic success, and it's all girls from years 1 in primary schools to year 6. A great achievement by them all. So Danielle, what impact has Tong and the Sport Enterprise sort of had on you?
It's greatly increased my confidence. I'm now able to run a competition, like I say, in front of over 500 primary school kids, which I never thought I'd be able to do. It's made me more employable as I've got more coaching qualifications, and it's given me the opportunity to go on courses that I never thought I'd be able to go on, like Zumba and my level 3 cheerleading. It's boosted my personal statement as I've now been accepted on various courses at university. It's given me the opportunity to develop other people's self-esteem and confidence, and I'm now able to lead in different primary schools doing cheerleading classes, and also I had the opportunity through the half term to lead a dance and cheer camp, which was a great success. I really enjoyed that. So yeah, it's given me a lot of opportunities.
Thank you. The dance and cheer camp and the sports camps are on every half term, so you know they're not going to stop, so anybody is welcome to come and join. You can just turn up on the day, so that's a fantastic thing for us anyway. And hopefully we're going to put a video of our cheerleading event this Thursday onto the blog on the 2nd of December, so make sure you're watching.
So thank you for watching our second Headteacher vlog. We hope that you enjoyed it, you found it informative. Again, please can I stress for you, it's so important for us for you to give your comments about what you thought of it. Was it too long, was it too short? Whatever you want to say, please give your comments because it will help us improve it in the future.